Welcome to the Daily App Show iPhone edition. Just in time for the new year is Diet Butler. This application makes it much easier for you to keep track of the food that you eat and, of course, your calories. So the first thing that you need to do when you launch the app is go into the calculator and calculate your calorie intake. So you're going to enter in your name, you'll enter in this additional information, your height and your weight. Of course, these are in metric terms, so you may have to do a search in Google like I did to get those exact numbers. Your age, choose I'm a male, and what kind of exercise you do. So if you're light exercise, moderate, or you don't do anything, you can choose here. I usually work out pretty good 6 to 7 times a week, so it's saying that about 3,374 calories I can consume daily. So I'll go ahead and save that to my profile, hitting save, and then I can go and start using the app. So there are some really neat features here that you can use, and you can be completely customizable with this app, or you can let it do the work for you. That's the cool thing here, is that it has options for how involved you want to get, pretty much. So let's take a look at the fridge. You can see I have a couple of items in the fridge. That's because today I went and added these items for lunch. You can go and plan your meals out in advance, and it adds those items into the fridge. The reason that you have the fridge is to make it easy for you to check those items off and of course know that you don't have them available to eat anymore. So for today, you can see I added fish curry and pineapple juice for my lunch, and for dinner I can go ahead and add something like, for example, let's just do a salad. We're going to do a lettuce iceberg salad, and then I'll add in something else. Let's take a look, and let's do a soup. Let's say we had a broccoli cheese soup, and we added that in. Now, it's really easy to edit the amounts here. For example, it just throws in a generalized amount, and I can adjust that. So let's say not 100 grams, but 150, and it updates the calories and everything right on the spot. You can see here our available calories and calories used. So it's saying that based on the type of intake that I want to have, that I have 843 available calories for lunch, and I've used up 325 of them so far based on the size of meals that I have going on here. So if I go over to the fridge now, you can see I have more items, and they're flashing because it's wanting me to use them because they're items that are entered in for today. So I can tap on this and get my food information. It's going to show me all of my food information there, or I could double tap and choose eat, and then I'll say yes. And you can hear I had a nice little sound effect for soup. And then I can go in and I can eat my salad. We'll double tap on that. And I ate my salad. These items should be eaten too because those were for lunch. Now, also on this page, we have our grocery basket for our shopping list here. I can go and add items to my shopping list so that I always have that shopping list available. There's also other ways to get to that shopping list, so we'll just save that and go out. So on our calendar, we're able to schedule our meals on a daily basis here. Tapping up in the right-hand corner, we want to make sure to always save so that we have those things saved for us. So down on the bottom left-hand corner here, we have these times that we can set here. These set off notifications for us to let us know when we should have those meals. And that's good because if you're a busy person like me, sometimes time gets by and you don't necessarily remember to eat, and then before you know it, it's 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock and you haven't eaten lunch and you wanted to eat dinner at 6, and now you're all thrown off. So having these notifications here is a good thing. Make sure you tap in here and adjust these notifications, and then when you're done, hit done and then hit save and close. Otherwise those notifications won't be activated in the app. So that's a neat feature right there. So let's go and take a look now at meal plans. So like I mentioned earlier, you can let the app do all the work for you, and then you just have to go shopping and get those foods. What kind of meal plan do you want? We can load all of that right in for the day. So for example, let's say I wanted to do a 1,200 calorie Mediterranean diet for today. I can easily do that. Let's go ahead, and I'm just going to delete these items out of here so that I can show you what that looks like. Let's go back, and I'm going to choose Mediterranean 1200, and it went ahead and loaded all of that stuff in for me. You can see that it added 1197 calories, pretty darn close to 1200, and even though my recommended was 3374. So I would be cutting myself a little bit short in hopes to lose a little bit of weight based on the meal intake that I have going on today. So I have all of these items here, and that's great because these items show up here, but at the same time I might not necessarily know much about them. So I tap on that little I for information, and I can read more about them, about that meal. And of course, I can add this food to my favorites as well if it's something that I like and I want to easily be able to access it. So I can also tap right here, and I can view all of my days, and I can go to any of those days and view the different variations of those days, or of course any other day as well. So depending on the type of food meal that I want, because I can go back and choose those different variations and perhaps change my meal plan for the day very easily by doing that. I can also go to my shopping list and add items that I need to get in order to make this happen. There's always the Help tab down here, which lets us easily see help on different areas of this app in case we get stuck or can't figure something out. Remember, there's always that Save button up here in the top right-hand corner to save your changes. And then, of course, you know, when you go down, you have these saved versions of your days down here, and you can easily delete those if you decided you didn't want one of the saved ones. Of course, just hit edit and go ahead and delete that, and it takes it right away. So we also have a recipe creator we can add in ourselves, because not all recipes or food items are in here. We can create our own recipes, and it will be added into the categories. If we go back to our calendar and we tap on perhaps breakfast to add an item, and we have all of these items in here. We have our favorites right here, so we can access those favorite items that we added, and then we have all of our different categories. I could even do a search for an item. For example, it gives apple. I can search by product name or by calories. So, okay, I want to consume, you know, something that's about 300 to 320 calories. So search for that. Tell me what my options are if I selected a wide enough range. It looks like I may not have selected a wide enough range. So let's just go with 300. Okay, we have something that's 300 exactly. So I can choose that item and add it, and of course add that to my meal. Very neat feature indeed, being able to do that. So, of course, when you create your own recipes, you can add it to a category, and then it will show up under those categories or show up under other. Those are different places that you can put those recipes that you've created on your own. Very easy to do that, even to add a specific item. So Recipe Creator, of course, for creating full-on recipes so that you can easily add full meal recipes, and then Item Creator, allowing you to add items that you like that aren't in the database. So very, very feature-packed app here. It may look a little daunting at the beginning because you might not understand what the fridge and everything's all about, but I think once you look into this app and start to use it, you're going to understand that it is going to make life easier for you with the ease that it gives you in finding foods and selecting them and adding them to your meals, or perhaps if you want to take the easy way and just have it create a meal for you like I did. Very simple and suggestive, this application. So I think you're really going to like this app. It's just something different. The Diet Butler, available for your iOS device. You can get it in the App Store.